All right, we are here. We're at the last lesson of the course. I want to congratulate you for taking all the time out that you did to listen to everything here. And I know for a fact that if you embody everything you heard, you'd be able to definitely see a major difference in the way that you communicate with people, the way you interact with people in public settings, your ability to just communicate overall and be able to develop better relationships with people that are currently in your life, get new ones, know where to get new ones, know where to get new people, meet new people, and the list is endless of the benefits. But why did you do this, right? What's the reason? What's the real reason why you want to figure out a brand new way to develop relationships with people? Listen, here's the deal. The ROI, the return on investment with developing strong relationships with people, interacting with people, connecting with people, is very deep. Okay. At our core, human beings are social creatures. We are all here on earth to do a job. We're here to do a job given to us by a higher power. You're probably asking, well, what is that job? Well, I can almost guarantee every single person who is listening to this course or watching this course, you can know for a fact that there's something that you're good at. You know that you're good at something without necessarily trying, and only you know what that really is. That's your gift. Your gift from our Creator, right, is what you're supposed to go and bless people with. We're not meant to be on earth to do nothing. We're not meant on earth to be dormant creatures. We're here on earth to fulfill whatever purpose we have in our hearts given to us by a higher creator to then serve the world. We bless the world and serve the world with those gifts. We're not meant to sit at home and watch Netflix all day and die. We're not meant to sit at home and gossip and die. We're not meant to just have a regular job and be unfulfilled and then die. No, we're all given something that we can share with the world. The less we do that, the more unhappy we will be. The less that we share our gifts with as many people as possible, the less fulfillment we'll have. So what's the return on investment of developing relationships and connecting better with people? It's not only just more money, it's literally fulfilling what you were here to do. You see, another thing about this specific course that I'm proud of is that you can take a bunch of different courses online, right? You can learn how to grow your social media following by, understanding the algorithms on all the platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, etc. You can learn how to have an Airbnb course, right? And learn how to have an Airbnb business using an Airbnb course. You can learn how to run ads on different social media platforms, right? But guess what? Airbnb is a company that's owned by someone. And if that company, God forbid, goes down, then the time and effort that you took to learn that, now I'm only using that as an example, but the time and effort you took to learn that is what will happen now. What happens to the time and effort you put into that if that company, God forbid, goes down, right? Just using that as an example, right? But it's a man-made company. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, those are man-made companies. You can learn how to utilize all of those tools to help your business. And I'm not saying not to, and I'm not saying not to learn how to, do an Airbnb business. I'm only using that as an example. But you see, when we work for man-made companies, they can be destroyed. They can go down. They can go out of business. And all of the time and effort that you put into learning those things can potentially be for nothing, right? Now, again, I'm not saying to not learn those things, because those things can be beneficial. Learning how to run ads, if you want to have an Airbnb course, just using that as an example, right? Learning how to, utilize social media better. It's great things to know. But with this specific course, you've learned things that you keep within you forever. There's no exterior company that can take away what you learn here. You can learn this and then grow upon it. And this is going to help expand on any other opportunity that you come across for the rest of your life. Literally, you can take this information and become a better person and be a better person doing every single thing that you choose to do. And what is the return on investment in that? What is the return on investment for, feeling fulfilled, being happy, being the person that everyone likes and trusts, and being the person that, brings value to other people because you understand them so much from listening to other people. The return on investment is literally everything. The return on investment of getting better at these skills can lead to a life that you've never dreamed possible. And I'm not only talking from a financial standpoint, but I'm talking about a fulfillment and happiness standpoint. So with that being said, I genuinely wish you all the best. I would also take the time out to re-listen to this course and go over it over and over again so that you can really understand and it sink in and let it sink in all of the information that was given to you. And that way you could be the best, in those situations that we talked about throughout the course. So I wish nothing but prosperity, happiness, and love to everyone who took the time out to join me on this course. And hopefully we get to meet one day and we can have a discussion on how the information in this course helped you in your life. That's really probably the most important thing to me, because everything that I talked about here in this course, and we'll probably even be updating it, right? Giving you new information, things of that nature. But everything that I talked about here in this course is something that I've truly embodied myself. It's benefited me in so many different ways. I have so many great relationships with people. I don't have a, loneliness, issue. I don't have a, opportunity issue. You know what I mean? They're always available to me due to the fact that I've set my core self up properly with understanding the power of being around a lot of people and good people. Okay. Being around a lot of people that's doing something with themselves. Right. And I mentioned loneliness, right? Because recently I actually listened to and watched actually a case study based on what the World Health Organization and the CDC said, that loneliness right now is an epidemic that's happening in the United States and around the world. But one of them that I watched, I was talking about the United States here where I live, and it said that, the effects of being lonely can be detrimental to your health in comparison to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. I mean, that's insane. Some people may say, oh, that's nonsense. No, it's not. Your mind controls everything. It's not nonsense. When you're lonely, you're unhappy. And I'm not saying to, you have to be around people all of the time. No. You got to understand what they're really trying to say. Again, we're social creatures. Interacting with other people is valuable to not only us, but to other people. The reason why being lonely has a health effect, because I think from a spiritual standpoint, it's like you're wasting your gifts, you're wasting your abilities. And let's say, for example, you may be a little bit older, or, you may not be able to physically go outside. And this course is not for those individuals. And you probably can get something out of this too. But I'm talking about for the people who know they need to be doing something. They know they can position themselves better. They know that they can have a lot more impact in the world, but they're just stuck in a shell. That makes you unhappy, and that will definitely make you ill over the course of a period of time. Your mind controls everything. My mentor, Bob Proctor, once said, if you have dis-ease in the mind, uneasy, dis-ease in the mind, it correlates to disease in the body. From the disease, if it's not treated, it turns into decay, passing away. So all of this is definitely tied into one another. So I would just say to yourself, let's definitely utilize this course for what it is. And much love to you. Take care. And hopefully I'll see all of you soon and you have some results to tell me about. And I'll be happy to listen in and connect with all of you.